Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi class, we are from Group F. We'll deliver our topic today about recognizing culture and development respect, explore and compare cultural knowledge, beliefs, and practices. So, before we start our discussion, let me introduce myself. My name is Intan Larasativa with register number is 21040003. Well, we are going to the firstly topic about recognizing culture. First, cultural awareness involves recognizing that different cultures exist and acknowledging the diversity within them. This statement essentially emphasizes that the importance of acknowledging and respecting cultural diversity. It means understanding that various cultures exist and appreciating the difference among them, whether those differences are in language, tradition, customs, beliefs, or values. For example, imagine a multinational company that operates in multiple countries around the world. To effectively conduct business and foster a positive work environment, the company must recognize and respect the cultural diversity among the employees. This goal involves implementing policies and practices that accommodate different culture norms, providing language support for employees who speak different languages, and celebrating cultural holidays and tradition within the organization. By doing so, the company demonstrated an understanding of cultural diversity and promotes inclusivity among its workforce. Second one, observation and sensitivity. The nuances of human behavior, communication style, and customs. It means that observation and sensitivity refer to the ability to keenly observe and understand the subtle aspect of human behavior, communication patterns, and cultural customs. It involves being attuned to the nuanced unspoken cues and underlying motivation that influence how people interact and express for themselves. For example, imagine you're attending a business meeting with colleagues from different cultural backgrounds. Through observation and sensitivity, you might notice that some members tend to speak more softly or avoid direct eye contact when expressing disagreement, which could indicate a cultural preference for indirect communication and maintaining harmony. By being sensitive to these cues, you can adjust your own communication style to facilitate better understanding and collaboration within the group. Third, research and education helps in recognizing their unique aspects. The statement research and education is helps in recognizing their unique aspects that suggests engaging in research and education process aids individual or entities in understanding and appreciating the distinctive qualities or characteristics inherent within them. Okay, for example, consider a university that specializes in environmental science research and education. Through conducting research projects on topics like climate change, biodiversity conservation, and sustainable development, the university not only contributes valuable insight to the scientific community, but also enhances its understanding of its unique role and strength in addressing environmental challenges. Additionally, by offering educational programs focused on environmental science, the university equips students with the knowledge and skill necessary to become future environmental leaders. Through this research and education efforts, the university recognizes and emphasizes its distinctive aspect as a hub for environmental research, education, and advocacy. Okay, and the last one is interaction and experiences. It's referred to ways individuals engage with different cultures through direct contact or immersive experiences. By interacting with people from diverse cultural backgrounds or participating in cultural activities, individuals can gain valuable insights to the complexity of culture. For example, suppose someone from the United States travel to Japan and spends time living with a host family, immersing themselves in the local custom, tradition, and daily life. During this experience, they may observe how social interactions, communication styles, and values differ from their own culture. Through interaction with their host family, participation in cultural events, and exploring the local community, they can develop a deeper understanding of Japanese culture's intricacies. This first-hand experience allows them to appreciate the nuances, complexity, and diversity within the culture in the way that simply reading about it or watching documentaries cannot provide. Okay, next slide is developing respect for culture. First, open-mindedness, being receptive to unfamiliar customs and willing to learn from them. Open-mindedness is the willingness to consider new ideas, perspectives, or experiences without automatically rejecting them. It involves being receptive to unfamiliar customs, beliefs, or practices and being open to learning from them, even if they differ from one's own. For example, let's say you are traveling to a foreign country with a different cultural background than your own. Instead of sticking rigidly to your own customs and beliefs, you approach the experience with an open mind. You're willing to try new foods, participate in local tradition, and engage with people from the culture without prejudice or judgment. By doing so, you not only enrich your own understanding of the world but also show respect for the diversity of human experiences. Okay, the second one, avoiding stereotypes. Recognizing the diversity within cultures and not making assumptions based on limited knowledge. Avoiding stereotypes means acknowledging that within any cultural group, there exists a wide range of diversity, perspectives, and experiences. It involves not making blanket assumptions or generalizations about individuals or groups solely based on their cultural background. Instead, it requires taking the time to understand each person as an individual, considering their unique characteristics, beliefs, and experiences. For example, let's consider the stereotypes that all Asians are good at math. By avoiding stereotypes, you would recognize that while some individuals of Asian descent might excel in mathematics, others may not. Assuming that all Asians are inherently talented in math overlooks the individual variation in skill, interest, and experience among people of Asian descent. Therefore, avoiding stereotype involves recognizing and respecting the diversity within cultural groups rather than relying on oversimplified or limited perceptions. Okay, third, empathy and perspective taking. Involve putting oneself in the shoes of others and understanding their experiences, challenges, and aspirations within their cultural. Empathy and perspective taking are crucial aspects of interpersonal communication and understanding. They involve the ability to empathize with others by imagining oneself in their position, understanding their feelings, experiences, challenges, and aspirations, particularly within their context of their cultural backgrounds. Okay, the last one is cultural competence. Understanding cultural norms, practicing effective communication, and adapting behavior accordingly. Cultural competence refers to the ability to interact effectively with people from different cultures. It involves understanding and respecting cultural norms, practicing communication strategies that are appropriate and as respectful across culture, and adjusting one's behavior to be sensitive and inclusive of diverse cultural perspectives. For example, let's consider a business meeting between a team of American and Japanese professionals. Cultural competence in this scenario might involve understanding that the Japanese culture, silence is often valued as a sign of respect and thoughtfulness during discussion. So, an American team member who is culturally competent might adapt their communication style by allowing for pause and not interrupting when their Japanese counterpart are speaking, rather than interpreting silence as discomfort or lack of engagement. So this demonstrates as understanding of cultural norms and ability to adjust behavior accordingly to facilitate effective communication and mutual understanding. Okay, we're going to the next slides. exploring and comparing cultural knowledge, beliefs, and practices. First, cultivate curiosity. Fosters a genuine interest in understanding and appreciating cultural diversity. Cultivate curiosity is suggests actively nurturing a mindset that seeks to explore, learn, and understand new things. When applied to fostering an interest in cultural diversity, it means encouraging individuals to genuinely want to learn about and appreciate different cultures, traditions, languages, and perspectives. Um, for example, imagine a company with employees from various cultural backgrounds. Instead of merely acknowledging diversity as a policy, the company actively promotes curiosity about each other's cultures. This could involve organizing cultural exchange events, language learning sessions, or encouraging employees to share their cultural experiences and tradition. So, by cultivating curiosity in this way, employees develop a deeper understanding and appreciation for the diverse perspective within a company, leading to a more inclusive and collaborative work environment. Okay, the second one, engage in comparative analysis. It helps highlight the diversity of human experiences and perspectives. Um, Engaging in comparative analysis involves examining different subjects, ideas, or perspectives to identify similarities, differences, patterns, and implications. By doing so, it allows for a deeper understanding of the diversity of human experiences and perspectives. So, we can illustrate it like this. Let's say you are studying the portrayal of women in literature. Engaging in the comparative analysis would involve examining how women are depicted in various literary works from different cultures, time periods, and genre. By comparing these depictions, you might find common themes such as a struggle for autonomy or societal expectations placed on women. However, you might also uncover significant differences in how women are portrayed based on cultural norms, historical context, or the author perspective. Through this comparative analysis, you gain insight into the diversity of experience and perspective of women across different literary traditions. So, you might also uncover broader insights into how societal attitudes towards gender have evolved over time or vary across culture. Third, seek diverse perspective, including literature, films, documentaries, academic studies, and personal narratives. Seeking diverse perspective means actively seeking out a variety of viewpoints, experiences, and sources of information to gain a broader understanding of a topic or issue. It involves going beyond one's own perspective and considering insight from different cultural, social, and intellectual backgrounds. So, for example, in literature, like you're reading books written by authors from different cultural backgrounds, ethnicities, and walks of life. For example, if you're interested in understanding the immigrant experience in the United States, you might read The Joy Club by Anton. Next, if you're interested in films, watching movies that offer diverse perspective on societal issues or historical events. For instance, to understand racial discrimination and prejudice, you might watch films like 12 Years a Slave by Selma or Do the Right Thing. And then documentaries, viewing documentaries that explore various culture, environments, or social issues. For instance, like a Turden examines the intersection of race, justice, and mass interaction in the United States, while Won't You Be My Neighbor or offer insights into empathy and kindness through the story of Fred Roger. And the last one is, if you're interested in academic studies, it is like an engaging with scholarly articles, research papers, and study from diverse disciplines and researchers. For instance, to understand the impact of climate change, you might read studies from climate scientists, economists, sociologists, and policymakers to get a comprehensive understanding of the issue. So, by incorporating this diverse source of information and perspectives into your learning and understanding, you can develop a more nuanced and comprehensive viewpoint on various topic and issue.
And the next material is participate in cultural exchange, such as exchange programs, international events, or community activities. Participating in cultural exchange involves engaging in activities or programs that allow individuals to interact with people from different culture backgrounds, share experiences, and gain insight into various traditions, customs, and perspectives. It's a way to promote understanding, tolerance, and appreciation of diversity. For example, like is joining an exchange program where students from different countries spend time studying or living together is a direct form of cultural exchange. And the next example is international event like a festival, conferences, or exhibitions also facilitate culture exchange. And another example is community activities, such as cultural festival, language exchange group, or volunteer initiative. And is another avenue for cultural exchange at a local level. These activities create a space for people to come together, celebrate diversity, and engage in meaningful interactions that foster mutual respect and understanding. And next, respect cultural relativism. Relative to the context and values of a particular culture. Respecting cultural relativism means acknowledging that different cultures have their own unique value, norm, and belief, and that this should be understood and evaluated within the context of the specific culture, rather than applying one own cultural standard as a universal. For example, in some cultures, it may be customary for individuals to greet each other with a bow rather than an handshake. From a cultural relative perspective, it's important to understand and respect this culture practice rather than judging and based on our culture norms. And the next is challenge stereotypes. Challenge stereotype and misconception about cultural groups by seeking accurate and nuanced representation. To challenge stereotypes means to question and refute widely held belief or assumption about particular groups or people based on their cultural background, ethnicity, or other defining characteristic. This involves actively seeking to replace this stereotype with more accurate and nuanced portrayals that reflect the diversity and complexity of individuals within those culture groups. And for example, is let's consider the stereotype that all Asians are good at math. Someone who aimed to challenge this stereotype would highlight the diversity among individuals of Asian descent and showcase examples of those who may not excel in math or who have talent and interest in other areas. Okay, the next slide is foster empathy and understanding. Empathy fosters mutual respect and bright cultural differs. Fostering empathy and understanding refers to the promotion of compassion, sympathy, and comprehension between individuals or groups. When people strive to understand each other's perspectives, feelings, and experiences, it cultivates mutual respect and creates connection even across cultural differences. For example, imagine a workplace where employees come from various cultural backgrounds. Instead of dismissing or being insensitive to cultural differences, fostering empathy and understanding, which involve actively listening to each other's viewpoints, acknowledging and validating their experiences, and making effort to comprehend their cultural norm and value. This approach promotes a sense of inclusivity, enhances teamwork, and creates a supportive environment where everyone feels valued and respected. And next, reflect on cultural identity. Consider how your cultural background inserts with other aspects of your identity. Reflecting on cultural identity involves exploring how your cultural background influences and interact with other aspects of who you are, such as your belief, value, experiences, and perspective. It's about understanding how your cultural heritage shapes the way you see the world, interact with others, and navigate through life. For example, let you say you come from a multicultural family where one parent is from India and the other is from United States. Your cultural background may include elements of Indian traditions, values, and customs, as well as American cultural influences. As you reflect on your cultural identity, you might consider how these diverse cultural elements intersect with other aspects of your identity, such as your nationality, language, religion, socioeconomic status, and personal interests. And the next material, as well as exploring and comparing cultural knowledge, belief, and practice, are crucial for several reasons, will be explained by Zahara.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Zahara Nelvia Salam. My NPM number is 2104009. Okay, I will continue to explain the next slide. The first, promoting diversity and inclusion. Recognizing and respecting culture acknowledges the diversity of human experience and perspective. Promoting diversity and inclusion involves actively creating environments where people from various backgrounds feel valued, respected, and empowered to contribute. Recognizing and respecting culture is a key aspect of this effort, as it acknowledges the richness and variety of human experiences and perspectives. For example, a company might promote diversity and inclusion by celebrating cultural holidays and traditions from different parts of the world. This could involve hosting events or workshops where employees can learn about, appreciate various cultural practices, foods, music, and art forms. By recognizing and respecting the diverse cultural backgrounds of its employees, the company fosters a sense of belonging and mutual respect, leading to a more inclusive and productive work environment. Second, fostering understanding and tolerance. Individuals can gain insight into the motivations and behaviors of people from diverse backgrounds, leading to greater empathy and tolerance. Fostering understanding and tolerance refers to the promotion of an environment where individuals actively seek to comprehend and appreciate the perspective, motivations, and behaviors of others who come from diverse backgrounds. This approach cultivates empathy and tolerance, facilitating positive interactions and relationships among people regardless of their differences. And from example, imagine a workplace where employees come from various cultural, ethnic, and socioeconomic backgrounds. Through initiatives such as diversity training, cultural exchange programs, or simply engaging in open dialogue, individuals in the workplace can learn about each other's unique experiences, values, and challenges. As a result, they develop a deeper understanding of why their colleagues might think, act, or communicate differently. Next slide. The fourth, preferencing conflict and misunderstanding helps to mitigate this conflict by fostering awareness and sensitivity to cultural norms and values. This statement essentially means that by promoting an understanding of different cultural norms and values, conflict and misunderstanding can be reduced or avoided altogether. When people are aware of and respect cultural differences, they are less likely to engage in behaviors or actions that might inadvertently offend or provoke others. For example, imagine a multinational company with employees from various cultural backgrounds. If the company invests in cultural sensitivity training for its employees, they will learn about the different ways people communicate, express themselves, and perceive certain behaviors in different cultures. As a result, they'll all be better equipped to navigate interaction with colleagues from diverse backgrounds, reducing the likelihood of conflicts arising due to misunderstandings or cultural insensitivity. This proactive approach helps create a more harmonious and inclusive work environment. The fifth, preserving cultural heritage. Individuals can contribute to the preservation and revitalization of indigenous cultures, language, and traditions. Preserving cultural heritage involves efforts to safeguard and promote the uniqueness and significance of various aspects of human culture, such as languages, traditions, customs, artifacts, and practices. This can be achieved through various means, including documentation, conservation, education, and active participation in cultural activities. For example, individuals can contribute to the preservation of endangered languages by actively speaking and teaching them within their communities, supporting language revitalization programs, documenting oral histories, and promoting the use of the language in various domains such as education and media. Similarly, individuals can help preserve endangered tradition and customs by participating in cultural events, practicing traditional arts and crafts, sharing knowledge with younger generations, and supporting initiatives aimed at revitalizing cultural practices. By engaging in these activities, individuals play a crucial role in ensuring that diverse cultural heritage are passed down to future generations, fostering cultural diversity, understanding, and appreciation. And the sixth, facilitating global citizenship. Individuals can become more informed and engaged citizens who advocate for social justice, human rights, and environmental sustainability on a global scale. Facilitating global citizenship refers to the process of enabling individuals to actively participate in global issues and efforts, advocating for principles such as social justice, human rights, and environmental sustainability worldwide. Seventh, enhancing cross-cultural competence. Individuals can develop the skills and attitudes needed to navigate cross-cultural interactions effectively, including communication, adaptability, and empathy. Enhancing cross-cultural competence refers to the process of improving one's ability to interact and work effectively with people from different cultural backgrounds. This involves developing various skills and attitudes that are essential for navigating diverse cultural environments. Here's an example to illustrate this concept. Sarah, an American marketing manager, is assigned to work on a project with a team from Japan. Recognizing the importance of cross-cultural competence, she takes proactive steps to enhance her ability to collaborate effectively with her Japanese colleagues. The first, communication. Sarah understands that effective communication is crucial in cross-cultural interactions. She learns about Japanese communication style such as indirectionist and the use on nonverbal cues to ensure clear and respectful communication with her team members. And she also makes an effort to learn basic Japanese phrase to facilitate smoother communication. And the second, adaptability. Sarah acknowledges that crucial differences by exploring and comparing and cultural knowledge to adapt to the Japanese work culture can gain a deeper appreciation for the richness and complexity of human cultures while fostering mutual respect and understanding. Japanese colleagues, that's all our material for today. Thank you. Assalamualaikum
she adopts
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The practice of consensus building, the decision making rather than relying solely on individual opinion. Third, empathy. Sarah recognizes the importance of empathy in understanding the perspective and needs of her Japanese counterparts. She takes the time to learn about Japanese customs, traditions, and values, demonstrating genuine interest and respect for the culture. By emphasizing with her colleagues' experience and viewpoints, she fosters trust and collaboration within the team. Through her efforts to enhance cross-cultural competence, Sarah effectively navigates the challenges of working with a diverse team, ultimately contributing to the success of the project and building stronger relationships across the cultural boundaries. And the eighth, promoting innovation and creativity. Encourage collaboration and exchange of ideas across cultural boundaries, leading to new insight and solutions to complex problems. Promoting innovation and creativity entails fostering an environment that stimulates the generation of novel ideas and solutions. This involves encouraging collaboration and the exchange of ideas among individuals from diverse cultural backgrounds. By breaking down cultural boundaries and facilitating open communication, this approach enables the synthesis of different perspectives, ultimately leading to the emergence of innovative insight and solutions to complex problems.